Alright, so let's find the top 10 cars here. I'll start with the Genesis just because they're here. I have a review of this guy on the channel. What I'm excited for is next week I will have this guy. Very excited for this. It seems like a great car. It's got cool styling. Should be an iPace. Kind of bummed you can't actually get closer to it, but it looks good in person. I think it looks better in person than it does pictures. The interior is really, really nice. Yeah, it's a cool style. It's a very nice looking SUV. Speaking of electric SUVs, since that's like the newest thing, here's the E-Tron. Again, also you can't really get up close or get in it, unfortunately, but also looks cool. I think the Jag looks slightly more interesting. This looks like a more traditional SUV though, at least, you know, so that's kind of interesting. Not electric. Here's the new RC-F track edition. Wow, I reviewed the regular one of these. I do love that wing though. Definitely gives the car a little bit more interesting look. Like I said, I would definitely, if they ever have these in the press fleets, love to check it out. Look at those Pilot Sport 4S tires. Very aggressive looking, especially up front here. That is very cool looking. And it's actually not even a bad track car in the regular package, so this actually probably would be, I mean, heavy, but pretty compact. Aston Martin area, you know, it's like a classic Aston Martin, and then the new DBS, which I got to spend some time with, the Superleggera trim. Very cool. And there's the Rapide over there. New cars. I mean, the new CX-3 is out here. This is pretty cool though. I'm trying to figure out why, but oh, it's the 30th anniversary edition. I was gonna say, besides the color, it's really, really neat color though. Looks of course has the Telluride. The Nero is actually a kind of fun little SUV, especially in the hybrid trim, which I had. Wow, the Telluride's up on its own little banister there, so you can't really get in it, which is funny, because these are... wait, hold on, here's another one you can take a little bit better look at. This SUV is going to sell really, really well, and it's just so much better than the Sorento, which is hiding somewhere over there. It's just has more space, has a really, really nice interior. Check that out. Actually, yeah, that's properly a nice SUV inside. Almost more like a luxury SUV, kind of like a CX-9 Mazda on the interior there. And a lot of space on both the second, this one doesn't have the third row up, but lots of space. It's a really nice looking SUV. I just love the boxy, chunky styling, and they're priced pretty competitively and well too. So I think this is gonna do very, very well. SUVs and cars and stuff out here. Some sort of VR machine in this bad boy here. The Veloster, I don't even know what to call it, edition. That's crazy though. Toyota brought out some of their race cars. It's kind of interesting to see these up close and personal. Kind of very simplistic interior. Obviously made for lightweight. Oh wow, they have their little iRoad. They don't sell these here, but I think it's just a cool little thing. Very fun. And of course all the other Toyotas, which I've reviewed most of. This one comes with a free crash dummy in there. This thing almost looks like it's made out of cardboard. It's kind of nuts actually. So this is pretty cool. I reviewed the Camry XS, like the Sport Edition. This is the TRD, Toyota Racing Division version. So it's got like aggressive seats in there. I'll have to review one of these. It's still front wheel drive. It's got some aggressive, you know, tires on there. It's got a pretty big wing. It's kind of interesting to see this in a Camry. I kind of enjoy it. Let me know what you guys for, which I reviewed. I hope to get one for more in-depth review, but it is very, very cool. I like this color on this one too. This car is, you know, was one of the top selling SUVs, and this updated one's actually much, much better than the old one. So it's gonna sell very, very well. Skipping GMC Chevy, nothing personal. It's just, they make you actually apply for press cars. Like you have to tell them kind of what your story would be. It's one of the recent developments. It's the only company I can think of that does that. So it just kind of fosters, I don't know, you not wanting to review them. I guess their sales are doing well enough that they can do that. The thing about Ford is they're building, I guess, ways into some of their cars now. So it's different than like CarPlay. It's like a nicer integration with AppLink there. So that's kind of clever. The Explorer ST, I think this is kind of interesting because the Explorer sells really, really well, but has never been particularly sporty. This kind of fixes that. It does look really, really nice, at least outside. Kind of aggressive. If it drives as good as it looks, that'll be an interesting vehicle for sure. Definitely want to check that out when it comes out. Here's basically several $1 million 720S Spider, Phantom, Cullinan, Bentley, little area over there. 600 LT hiding in the back. Small car, large man. He sort of does fit uncomfortably in there, in which I just reviewed. Should be going live soon. That was probably the most fun car under 30 grand you can buy, hands down. That car is just a blast. Here's the GT500. Look at those carbon rims. That is very aggressive, that front splitter. Fortunately, it's locked. The seats are super aggressive. That is incredible. Look at that wing. It's almost like a Ricer GTR kind of wing, but oh man, that is absolutely beautiful. No details still, as of this day, on them. Official power numbers, price, etc. Some dealers like charging an exorbitant amount of money, but beautiful. Like the Mustang's good looking, and that just takes it all another level. This is my first time in person seeing the new 992. Front's pretty standard looking, definitely more squared off. I think it looks good in person. It looks big though. There's kind of no getting around that. I like the wide body on them all. I actually like the lower part of this back. I just don't like this plastic up here. It looks kind of cheap, but it's very neat. Look how low that is. That's kind of crazy. Super aggressive era. As a really cool looking SUV. I feel like in a sport SUV that's somewhat luxurious, it'd be hard to beat that. And these aren't priced too crazily either. 172, but you can get some of the other ones for around 100. Not the Trofeo. Damn, that's cool though. It's really beautiful. All right, so in addition to the Supra, which you've all seen, it's over there. Very nice. It's a cheaper Z4. This is so cool. It's a hydrogen fuel cell Toyota Tundra. Not that interesting until you realize it's making a pizza. Like, no joke. So it's kind of a clever tie-in there. So yeah, the Pi Pro. So that just made me chuckle. Jokes aside, once the tuners start doing some mods for these cars, I actually am excited about the Supra. I know some people are saying, oh, you know, it's not really a Supra, but let me show you inside it and show you why I still think it's cool. I think the styling is really neat, for one thing. I think it looks better than the Z4, just because it's got this fastback roof. It's very well built in here as well. Feels very BMW, which is a huge compliment because this is a car that's under 50,000, starts under 50,000. So it's got just a beautiful interior. Look at this carbon fiber in here. I am excited when we'll have a full review of this, so subscribe for that. Until next time, my speedy racers, drive on.